Hi, I'm Hannah Rosen, a co-editor of XX. We here at XX are big fans of Mad Men, the AMC drama about an ad agency set in the early 60s, which is now in its third season. But there's one thing we completely don't get about the show, which is how on earth do those guys drink so much and make it through the workday?
Go ahead, before Joan Holloway sees.
You call that celebrating?
Except for being all women, we have a lot in common with the guys on Mad Men. Running a magazine and running an ad agency requires clear, creative thinking during the day. So we decided to run a little experiment. We asked the willing participants on the XX staff to drink as early and often during the workday as possible and see how that affects both their work product and the office atmosphere. So, whoa, 11:15. Time for a first drink. Cheers.
All right, who's running this meeting?
This is the official Bloody Mary meeting, we'll note that.
I think it's so important that we do somehow get our voice back.
The aesthetic is not feminine at all.
Not too edgy.
No.
But relationship-y, but not too completely generic. Were you making fun of me about the pagination?
No, I didn't get to that.
You know, in the meeting, it certainly was a little more freeing. We all felt like we could... I think we felt like maybe we could be a little more honest, or at least not sugarcoat things as much.
This happened to me in a cab as I was driving along today, and I was thinking about it. It just doesn't feel special.
Are you just speaking visually, or like that we renaming things, or?
I'm talking about renaming things.
Yeah, we can do that. Okay.
And it's also...
Well, I already have my first revelation about what it means to drink at a meeting. Like, I have to say, like, I don't particularly feel the need to leave that. You know how always with meetings you're like itching to like get back to your. Yeah, I'm happy here. It's fine.
I'm like pretty drunk. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh God, I have to have another one.
I'm really enjoying this meeing more than
I know. This meeting is going to go on for like hours. All right, it's almost martini time, guys. We're moving into the martini hours. 12:25. What time are we supposed to be there?
We're supposed to be there at 12:30.
I'm telling you, that's what happens. Time slows down.
Thought we go ahead and get you some drinks down for you and get the party started.
We would like some drinks. Okay, so martinis.
Cheers. We should have a moment of silence for the passing of this culture because it's never coming back to our business.
What's never coming back? The 3 martini.
Glossy magazine, big expense account, 3 martini dinner, the town car that picks you up and takes you home.
Yes, considering the Mad Men people do this 40 times a day, this is the first time in a year that we've ever had a lunch which was like even marginally normal. We were at lunch and we had this nice brainstorming session and we came up with this idea of a series that we were going to run, which was about reading the great feminist texts. In the light of everything we know about feminism now and our feelings about feminism and our fact that our feelings that is it defunct, is it not defunct, like what questions are left to discuss. If you had like a smart guide through the feminist text, like I'd be psyched, you know?
I'd be psyched.
You know, we thought we were having these great ideas. Nothing was as brilliant as we had hoped, and some of them were completely misguided, and we enjoyed coming up with them. It was a lot of fun.
I'm going to be like that guy in Mad Men who pees in his, pit.
Oh, God.
Freddie Rumsen. I'm like, to be like Freddie Rosen.
We'll cover for you.
I think puking is more acceptable than pissing yourself.
I'm glad that we made that more.
Right. For us, okay, on this day, puking, okay. Pissing yourself, you're fired. But maybe they did better work. Like, maybe the work that gets done that way is somehow like more interesting or something. Like maybe we're drones, like we're just drones. Like if you got high or like slept on the couch, like
I'd get fired.
you'd be dead.
I think I'm just gonna lie here. Maybe I'll do that.
We are bringing much needed lubricant to this meeting.
So what we're doing is drinking as much as they drink on Mad Men.
So we've actually been
seeing
drinking all
if we can get
day.
through the day. So we're actually on our 5th drink. And Jacob. Then we came back and had a whiskey, and that was kind of good because we had this meeting, which was supposed to be this very tense meeting, but actually it turned out to be like incredibly fun.
I wouldn't have known right away it was your 5th drink, but you guys are talking really loud. Where did you have lunch?
Georgia Brown's.
Lucy Brown.
we're
All right,
gonna stay.
cheers.
All right, cheers. Here's to our new design.
So I'm going home early because the double Xers are in the office next to me and they're making so much noise that I cannot concentrate. So I am out of here.
I thought I was holding it together really, really well. I didn't realize I was
I
yelling.
thought that meeting went really well. And I
thought
don't
that
know
was
if it
excellent.
was due to the alcohol.
Hello and welcome to the Slate Political Gabfest. Emily Bazelon is in the middle of an experiment related to another Slate project in which she has to drink all day like they do on Mad Men. So she's pie-eyed at the moment, and if you hear clinking in the glass,
It's
that's
the ice in my whiskey.
That's the
The
ice.
rocks.
Emily. If you can hear me. What was your reaction to the president's
Talk
speech?
to the John you see on the right.
But wait, there are three of them. I was with the commentariat. I felt like I had to think about what I was saying more, and I had to decide whether I was going to try and be my normal at least semi-coherent self, or whether I was just going to giggle through the whole thing. And it was definitely a big temptation to giggle. But then David kind of made fun of me, and I decided I wasn't just going to giggle.
Concentrate, focus does the... What was her suggestion? It was very... Does she want us to give her some choices, or what?
Yeah, that's the point of the question that I just asked.
You just asked me 5 minutes ago. Okay. How do you spend your days? Okay. Yeah.
I was incredibly unproductive. And that sort of excitement and revving up of the first drink of the morning, where I felt like, my ideas could still sort of flow rapidly, was completely gone in the post-lunch stupor.
We were just having a good time, and it was nice to be in an environment with my colleagues who were always so focused on getting things done.
We had the sense that we had this kind of, not just a fun time, but a kind of fertile, intellectual flowering of all sorts of ideas that day, and we were really, really proud of ourselves. And then we actually talked about this great idea that we had, and we realized that it was maybe like a beer goggle idea, that it seemed like really, really great that day when we were drunk, and then the morning after seemed a little bit lame. We'll have to come up with another really great idea, either when we're sober or when we're drunk.
Double X point 2.0.